Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, depending where you're hearing me from today. You're welcome to my channel where I analyze events and give my own 2 cents. On the 28th of February, the United States of America and the Israel government decided to bomb Iran. That has resulted in a catastrophe of events. I warned on my channel, if you check my last video, that it will be a great mistake for America to go into this war with Iran. Back then, it was £1.30 per litre for unleaded petrol, and for diesel, it was a bit more than £1.30. Today, petrol unleaded is going for £1.53, well over 20 pence over, about 23 pence over. And diesel is heading for the £2 per litre at £1.86.7. This is the United Kingdom. This is a country that did not participate, thankfully, in this war of choice of Mr. or should I say President Trump of America. Today, the United Kingdom is paying in excess of £1,000 per household. They have to feed themselves. They have to travel to work. So they have no choice. They have to buy petrol. Everybody in UK is living smiling and suffering. Or is it suffering and smiling? I'm going to show you. Can you see the man in front of me? He's gone for a shopping. Usually people carry 2-3 bags. He's so happy carrying just his one bag, because that one bag is well over £20. In the past, in the UK, when you shop and you carry a bag is usually £10. These days, carrying one bag, you're probably carrying £20 worth of foodstuff. A lot of people who are living on minimum wage are now struggling to finance meat in the United Kingdom. And that is why Keir Starmer lost almost 1,400 seats across the United Kingdom, because the cost of living is biting, and biting hard. There are lots of people that are living on minimum wage. By the way, minimum wage here in the United Kingdom is about 12 to 13 pounds, depending on your age and where you live in the country. In Sainsbury's today, you can see the price of unleaded. It's going for £1.53.9, while diesel is going for £1.86.9. A lot of people have abandoned their cars at home in the United Kingdom. They're going by public transport these days. Many of them are going by foot. As you can see, the man in front of me is going for his shopping and is walking home. He's probably going to do about 1 mile or 2 miles by his foot. In the past, he would have jumped on his car and taken his car to the shopping center. But now, he's doing it by foot. By foot. Donald Trump, his decision, his war of choice with Iran, unnecessary war of choice, because we all know that despite all their reason for going to this war, we all know that Iran does not and is not trying to acquire any WMD, weapon of mass destruction. That is the lie we've always been told. And Trump promised, he promised the United States electorate that he was not going to join in any war of choice. But today, that's not the case. Seems as though there's a superior power, more superior to the presidency, that controls the executive arm in the United States. Now, Donald Trump started this war, and the Iranians retaliated by bombing the UAE. They bombed Saudi Arabia oil fields. They bombed all the United States proxies in the Gulf. As a result, not only has the price of energy gone up here in the United Kingdom, because a lot of non-doms who lived in Dubai, British citizens, millionaires, a lot of them have obviously run away from the UAE, and they have settled back in Europe. But many of them are still not coming to the United Kingdom because they feel they're being overtaxed. And with all the changes with inheritance tax and the increases in national insurance, investors, rich multi-million pound investors, prefer to stay away from London. So many of them are going to Milan, some of them are going to Monaco. Today you can see the price of unleaded for Shell petrol station. Theirs is the most expensive, selling for $1.54.9. So you can see the prices are just pushing up and up. The only way is up right now, with the Strait of Hormuz shut, or at the ship owner's risk if they try to commute on that Strait of Hormuz. The whole ship could be blown up by the Iranians, who now charge for its use. In 2025, ships operated freely on the Strait of Hormuz. But now they have to pay a surcharge to the Iranians. The geopolitics of the world is really fast changing. My simple advice to African leaders, African governments, civil society in Africa is to speak to your young adults. Let them know their history, because already a lot of Africans have been sucked into this unnecessary war. The wars are now going on, not only in the Middle East, but also in Africa. We just watched about 2 weeks ago the arming of Tuaregs from Algeria and the northern part of Mali as they advanced into Mali capital, and the sad killing of the Malian Minister of Defense. And we know, the world knows, that France, Italy could be very much funding the war in the Sahel. While the Malian government are being backed by the Russians. Even it's been confirmed that Ukrainians are also fighting in Mali against, I guess, Russian militia, or should you say Russian government forces that are supporting the new Malian government, who are fighting for their freedom from the shackles of France. Apart from that war, there is war ravaging in the Sudan. I remember when southern Sudan was being bombarded and they were using Janjaweeds and all these Tuareg type mercenaries to unalive the South Sudanese. Now the war has been turned on the Sudanese themselves. The Sudanese military is in direct conflict with the same mercenaries that were used by their former president to attack the southern Sudanese. They are now attacking Sudanese proper. Millions of people have lost their lives, and UAE is helping to supply this non-governmental group. We've seen how they are going through discreet means to supply arms to the Sudanese rebel group. who are fighting the military of Sudan. It's so sad that Africans don't learn that they are just being used as scapegoats. They're fighting other people's war. I'm going to end here by saying that I predict for America to survive that they better negotiate with the Iranians and end the war. Because if President Trump escalates this war, it's going to cost America. Already it's costing America over $1 billion a day to fund this war of choice. So I'm going to end here today, and I hope that the Americans get the message and stop this unnecessary war. Enjoy your day. Have a great one.